Hello, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please stay tuned for more quick and easy recipes. So, today I'll be making native rice, and for my protein, I'll be using goat meat, shrimp, stockfish. I would always advise you to use whatever protein you have available in your house. You don't have to break the bank to satisfy a craving. To see how I cook and prepare my goat's meat, watch my previous video. Yes, the video I posted last week, Saturday. This recipe should be enough for 2 to 4 people and to last you for 3 days, depending on how you eat it. Anyway, I proceeded to making suya because we'll be using suya for this um recipe. With my record breaking suya marinade, you'll be eating suya every week like me. You guys, I've been eating suya every week. Beef suya, chicken suya, every kind of suya I can make because my process for marinating my suya, I leave my suya to marinate for 24 hours. So you can imagine how juicy that suya is going to be. I proceeded to getting my pepper, should I call it chopped, but with this because I'm trying to make pepper sauce. Like I mentioned in my former video, I don't use a blender because it's just going to give you a paste. That is what I use. So yes, I am developing some muscles every week. Chopped some onions I'll need for my sauce and then went ahead to putting my goat's meat stock into my rice, into my parboiled, washed parboiled rice. Put a little bit of salt and let that boil. And then I went ahead to start preparing my chicken suya. If you don't have a stick, if you don't have these kebab sticks, you can just spread it flat on your pan or air fryer. But to be honest, I don't advise you spread it flat because your protein is just going to come out so dry. I would advise you put it on a stick. Even in Nigeria, the malams they put it on the stick. Putting it on a stick allows your chicken to be properly cooked, and also the onions, the seasoning, the oil, everything be properly infused into the chicken because as you can see, it's all pressed together. So I don't advise you to spread it flat on an oven pan. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, I proceeded to doing this, and as usual, I always produce 5 sticks of suya whenever I do this process. So let me just say this: you don't have to use goat meat or shrimp. You can always use beef. You can use dry fish. You can use tripe, shaki, or more, whatever you have for your native rice. I popped my chicken suya into the air fryer and set it on 350 for 30 minutes while I was consecutively flipping. And so I proceeded to chopping my shrimps because I wanted it to be in tiny bits. To prepare native rice, you use palm oil, not avocado oil, not vegetable oil, not coconut oil, palm oil. That is what is giving it the village taste you are looking for. You use palm oil, you use crayfish. And so I proceeded to put in my chopped pepper mix and let that simmer. You are going to mix, and mix. Put in my seasoning. I'm going to put the seasonings I use in the description box below. Proceeded to add in my stockfish. If you guys remember, this stockfish was boiled with the goat's meat, and so it was soft. When it's soft, you can, pieces it in your sauce. You mix, cover and let that simmer for 3 to 5 minutes so your shrimp can be properly cooked. Flipped my chicken and then proceeded to adding the marinade. You guys are going to see that process soon. So I added the leftover marinade on it because, like I said, we want our suya to be juicy, and that is how we're going to get it juicy. So we proceeded to add in our air fried goat meat. Watch my previous video to see how I prepare my asun, other crayfish, and then some people can further add locust beans, but I don't want locust beans in my food. This is a personal preference. Added a little bit of Cameroon pepper because I use Fresno pepper for this recipe and not red pepper, so it is not as spicy as I want it to be. When I was done with that, I proceeded to adding that into the already boiled rice. Remember, we use our goat meat water to boil this rice. This recipe requires a lot of mixing, to be honest. You have to mix, incorporate it so the palm oil would mix with the rice and you won't have half white, half yellow. Some people would add scent leaves like me, some people would leave it at that. Like I said, this is a personal preference, but your rice is already done at this point. The suya was almost done, but I went ahead to start plating my rice, and this is what you should have if you followed my recipe. You can decide to have this with grilled fish. You can decide to make suya, any protein of your choice. I went with suya because I'm a little addicted. But anyway, guys, this is the final result. Would you be remaking this? Let me know in the comments section. And to make this street tasting, I just put this in the foil. Thanks for watching.